everyone! My name is Ruth Ann.
Chris.
And we are Geek Chic Promotions. Welcome back to Nerd Rage. Other very exciting news is that we have
1 year in. Well, a little over 1 year.
Well, 1 year, yes. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Cheers. We should probably...
you describe what this is, and I'm going to share this around.
This right here is a Christmas gift from my girl here. And it...
I make a little song. You get the eye twitch.
It's because, it's winter.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
So I'm up higher, so I didn't look down as much.
Yeah.
But now I'm trying to type to you guys.
It's all good. This is really awkward.
All right, we're gonna move it. That's it at all. Yes. So that you guys are here live and in person for Under the Sea.
Yeah. Anyone else think that song was gonna
come up at some point?
Especially when the octopus was playing the
bongos. Okay, wait. Okay,
all right. We gotta stop. We gotta dial it back.
Bring it back. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna share this around.
So much, guys. So much. Especially when Ariel started playing the flutes. Not Ariel.
Not Ariel. God,
when not Ariel played the flute.
That hair, man. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're gonna settle down.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to start off with the beginning of the movie, okay? And I have to call this up because...
and again, warnings, like we put it everywhere, but we're going to talk about the movie. So
yes,
if you haven't seen it yet, we are going to spoil it un poquito.
Okay, so here's my impression. We had taller and slightly better looking Kevin Hart with his dad, younger and slightly better looking Steve Harvey.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'm on board. Okay. All
right, guys. So tall, better looking Kevin Hart, young, better looking Steve Harvey. We're in a submarine in the first few minutes in what was truly...
Wait, no, didn't it start off with the whole prequel of him being born and his mom and...
Yeah,
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah,
I was on board.
That's okay. Like that whole part, I had no issues with. I was like, yes, okay, I'm fine with this. It was the submarine part where I was kind of like, oh no.
Can we also talk about the fact that every time that Aquaman has any sort of aside, he's always being very flirty, like can I come aboard? Like, what are you doing?
Permission to come aboard.
Permission to come on board. I was like, you can come on board anytime, big guy.
He was like that. Yeah, so here's, the issue. Okay, so fine, whatever. He gives, it was very, here, take my dagger and everything else. And it was not great acting. I'm just going to put it out there. Not great acting. And I think my opinion is that, first of all, Black Manta Ray.
Well, okay, wait. We should also preface the fact that I've never read the comics.
Okay.
Did you read the comics?
No.
So like, as soon as he had the helmet on, I was like, oh, I recognize that as one of the villains, though I don't know the whole story behind it. But it was just. So, okay, I'm going to say an overall thing.
He was the weakest link of the whole movie. So why was he in this movie? Why?
Because he's going to... I have no idea, because they're only set it up for the sequel, because now human... Okay, wait, we're getting ahead of ourselves again. My overall overarching thing with this movie, that I feel like it was something being exactly true to the comics and making it a little bit more darker and more like realistic, and then forcing it into a very comic booky movie. Mm-hmm. Like that, we had like Aquaman.
If they could have just removed Black Manta Ray from everything, it still would have been the same movie. That's my issue.
Oh wow, you're right.
If you take him out, everything would have stayed the same.
Except there was that epic fight scene. That's really it.
Yeah.
And you got to see her stab people with wine.
Also true. Which, I didn't mind that part. That part was all right.
Yeah. Her power, like, her character in general, I really like. It's just her flippin' hair. Like, even from the...
I have issues with costuming in this movie.
I do.
Like, there's a whole bunch.
Oh, interesting. So on the flip side, George Colombo says that he's like, "Why? I felt like Black Manta was underused and should have been the main villain."
F Ocean Master. Okay. Well, okay. Here's the thing. Okay, I was really great. He was doing. He's a great actor. Not very well known, but he should be a bigger star than he is because he's been in a whole bunch of movies, which was pointed out to me that I did not even remember he was in.
Yeah.
Okay. And now I'm blanking. The Watchmen. Okay.
Yeah. He's Watchmen. He's also isn't he what's his butt in Hellboy? He's the blue guy.
I don't know. Maybe. Like,
I believe
all
so.
I know is that, like, that guy was acting in this movie.
Yeah.
He was acting.
And he was doing the best.
Really well.
Yeah. Like, okay, there's this one
For
scene
what he
that
had to do?
I was laughing so hard because it's like,
Also, I mean, how ridiculous was it when he was like, "You can call me Ocean Master." It's like,
which is actually like
just,
F Ocean Master.
yeah,
And George does say he is a fan of the character of Black Manta, by the way. Like, and that is something that we like. I have a full, like, I will always admit this is one character I do not know about.
I don't know about him either.
I did not read the comics, but it just felt very. If you're going to make something severely comic booky, start that way from the beginning. But like, I love the moments with the dad, like Aquaman and his dad, like the whole like thing of like, what did he say? You need a sippy cup one for your beer or whatever. And I was like, yes. Like, it's great.
No, I like that. I thought everything with the family was well done. I thought the costuming blew the whole entire movie. Okay,
It was
number
so
one,
silly.
why is Aquaman wearing chinos? Like through the whole freaking movie, guys, and all of his fight scenes, all the way until like the last 3/4 of the movie, he was in chinos, and I'm like, what is this? Like sandals and like what? What? And like,
Linen, it's very
and
light.
then like when he gets back together with like, this is a spoiler, like he sees his mom, okay, bony contraption, and like
On
they
top
have
of
this,
her suit,
and they have like this moment where they're like hugging, and I'm like, how are they? She's got pointy bones all over her body, poking out everywhere.
He don't care. He don't feel nothing. He's vulnerable.
I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
You know, and also I did not like Amber Heard's whole Little Mermaid outfit was awful.
It was
whose choice was that?
out of control.
Literally,
The
she's
bright green.
wearing the bright, like she looks like Ariel. Why? What did that during the making of the movie and was like, oh yeah,
I'm on board.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Well, so, and this is my whole thing, is that because a lot of people, I've been reading about, like, because I've been seeing, like, people's reaction of, like, the costuming, my God, like, what's going on?
I
But
saw who did the costuming at the end, and I was like, you need to be fired.
You're the
This is an
problem.
awful job. Awful job.
But they have so many people that are like, but it's comic book accurate, and that's grand. But you need to be comic book accurate.
Want I know what comic book accurate is? Is it her playing the goddamn flute on a boat? Is that comic book accurate? Tell me. What was
Look
that?
at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
I'm like, come on. Like he just awakens and like is like, oh. She's just like playing the flute.
But no, the octopus
Like, how
playing
did
the
that
drums.
not end up on the floor? How did that make it into the final version? I was like, if you're gonna cut for time, the first time like cut that flute scene.
Oh my gosh, we're missing so many amazing comments. Okay, hold on. All right, so Darius says, nah, he wasn't the worst thing. There were other components that were harder to deal with. Black Manta and Aquaman's past do intertwine in the comic
In messed up
ways. I think James Wan is a great visual director, but not a great with directing actors. The screenplay could have been trimmed by 20 minutes. The desert scene.
How'd they get out of the desert? How'd they get out?
I don't want to talk about it.
They're in the middle.
They just,
They just hitched a ride with a passing truck going through the middle of nowhere in the desert where there's no water and they have no powers. Come on, guys.
Not a great attempt to emulate Indiana Jones here. Also true. Mira looked exactly like in the comics. Yeah,
Okay.
and that's,
All right.
I understand that. But, like, when you look at a bright red hair in the comic book, I picture normal red hair. But it's not like they're going to do that in the comic. You know what I mean? Like, none of us ever expected Jean Grey to have that color hair, even though that's the color hair that's in the comics. Right?
Also, and you're like, okay, yeah, she looks like that in the comics, but maybe we should modify it slightly.
For a movie.
Yeah,
and like
for
that's
the
the
movie,
thing.
so she doesn't quite look like the Little Mermaid.
I mean, and they did
playing the
that
flute.
with, also they did that with so well until the end.
I tried with that one. That one I was like, I'm trying to be on board.
I'm trying.
to
Well,
be
it
on board.
it didn't hurt that he's wearing it, and
Right,
like
true.
has like muscles built into chainmail. I don't know how they did
I don't know
that.
how they did that either, but that's okay. I mean, Amber Heard, by the way, is very beautiful. I just want to say that. She really looked great. Like, she obviously pulled it off. It's not her fault. I want to make
No,
that clear.
and also
It's not her
whatever
fault.
makeup she has that can like,
Yeah,
and then I want that. And also, if my hair just dried perfectly, perfectly like curled like that, I was like, you bitch, like the whole time. Because it would have been great if it was just like it looked like, because Jason Momoa hair looks great.
Yeah.
Like just have it like dry like that.
At the end, though, he had like this little man bun with like his beard, and I was like, oh god, now he's hipster Aquaman. He did. He turned into hipster Aquaman.
Hipster Aquaman.
And you know, and when he was wearing it down, I was like, oh yeah. And then he put it up, and I was like,
Oh no.
yeah, no.
Oh no. Not man bun, no man bun. Sneaky Zebra says, everyone remembers seeing a character discover the long lost mother in a mystical place no one can go to. About Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yep.
Yes.
That is correct.
That is correct. Pull her hood over her whole face.
Who
That's
had a
true.
hood on?
I don't know. I'm losing it. Anyways, but yeah, like I the other problem.
Also, the cape that the brother, Patrick Wilson.
Yeah.
What was the name of his character? I don't even remember.
I don't know.
The stepbrother.
Yeah, that half.
Anyway, so he's wearing a cape at the end, and it gets caught in the fan, which I thought was very hilarious, and I.
This is why we don't have capes.
Wanted to clap when
Yeah.
it happened because it was like he was like, oh no, oh, and I was like, oh my god, his cape got caught. Like,
This is why you don't have
because
capes.
the cape was ridiculous looking. I have to say.
And his like
his hair
his
slicked gorgeously back into like a little seam on the back of his
I know.
head.
I kept thinking it was like a French twist.
I
Like,
know,
just like,
I know, but not enough.
But not enough.
But
But,
also
like, what
very
kind of
smooth.
Very
I was
smooth.
like-
What kind of gel you using,
I
bro?
was like, dude, like
What?
how does this say? Like everybody else's hair is like flowing.
Yeah, and not
underwater.
his.
Not his.
Not his. Because
yeah.
anybody else that their hair wasn't flowing because it was in like some sort of like bun thing.
Also, can we just talk about Dolph Lundgren appearing
Yes.
suddenly in
Yes.
this movie?
Yes, I was like, up.
What? And he's gone. It was like awesome because I just saw Creed 2 and I was like, yay, Dolph's back. And then I see him in this movie and I was like, oh my god, it's like the renaissance of Dolph. This is great. So I was actually really happy to see him and he did really good.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great job. So
I'm gonna say overall, I kind of feel like I was entertained by the movie. I did go in with very low expectations, but it did feel fairly. Okay, I will say this. It is the second best
That's his
DC.
name.
What?
Orn.
Yep,
Thank you.
Was his name.
Thank you,
Michael.
Mike.
But
I totally forgot. That's how
like,
That's pretty
yeah,
bad.
it's pretty like Orn.
They said a lot during
Ocean
the movie
Master.
too.
Yeah.
The Ocean Master.
I don't know.
Which is like an exercise machine that you use in the water. The Ocean Master.
Whoa!
Anyway, sorry. Okay,
Sorry.
carry on. I'm sorry. I interrupted.
But yeah, overall, it was like it did feel way too formulaic, and like it was trying to basically take something where they went like Aquaman, how they've introduced him in the other movies is very like dark and like based in reality, and then just went totally cartoony with it, and only by the end did Aquaman catch up with the cartooniness of it. And can we also talk about the rando 80s music? Did you notice like the music
Yes.
the entire time?
Did, but
I didn't mind it, but it came out of the blue because it was normal music, and then all this.
It started off in the 80s, though, right?
It did, but what's weird is that when it started off in the 80s, it wasn't 80s music. It didn't turn into 80s music until they got this.
There was one song that played that I remember being like, "This is a perfect song for this movie," and I can't remember what it was now. But it was in the beginning, I think. It was after the submarine, that horrible submarine thing. Also. I didn't like the scientist dude, the guy from Fresh Off the Boat.
Yeah.
I don't know his name either. Who's been in a ton of movies. But like the whole conspiracy theory thing, and then at the end he just happens to be the guy that gets
he was
Manta.
So was he just in the ocean looking? Oh no, you know what? He could have had. Okay, let's retcon this real quick, guys. He could have had some sensors to like be looking for alternate like technology.
Doing. That's what he was doing.
And so he followed it to. Okay, I'll give you that.
Right.
We'll retcon that a little bit.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's what it was.
The Depeche Mode in one scene. Yes, George Colombo, you nailed it. It was
and they did a Toto Africa redo by Pitbull. Yes, which I did not like because I remember turning to Marcus and being like, they should have used the version by Weezer, and they didn't.
Oh yeah,
they
that
didn't.
really threw me off.
I know.
I was just like, all of a sudden in my head, I was like, is this
Yeah.
Africa?
Yeah, it was Africa, which I thought was an amazing choice. I love that song.
Yeah.
Like, why? Why? There's an amazing version out by Weezer right now.
Just why?
Why?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Darius agrees. The music was weird, schizophrenic. Yeah, it didn't pick a lane. Like, I feel like it was actually on theme with the movie, or it just didn't pick a lane.
And as Darius points out, Willem Dafoe,
Ah,
I absolutely know why he seemed off. It's because he's the goddamn Green Goblin in one movie, and then you have him in this movie, and you expect him to be the bad guy.
where, Willem Dafoe tells him the truth about his mom.
Yeah.
Like, why do we have that scene with
Use a guy who was the Green Goblin? I mean,
it's Marvel, it's fine. I
but
feel
it's not. It's DC. He flipped over
yeah,
to
I
DC, and I was like, that's just like too weird, and I just don't get it. So
Okay,
that's just my opinion on the whole Dafoe. Like,
Yeah.
I think he's a great actor and everything, and I love the guy to death, but I'm just.
You know what makes me fine with him in this is because I just the most recent thing I just watched him again in was Reservoir Dogs. Why am I blanking on the name of it? The two brothers that go and basically start fighting crime.
With Willem Dafoe?
Yeah, Willem Dafoe is the FBI agent that at first is going after him, and then isn't. Why am I blanking on this, guys? I just rewatched this the other day, but like he turns into a good guy, so that's why like I have that version in my head.
I don't know.
What?
See, if
It's
Marcus
like
Perry
literally.
was watching, he would know exact Boondock Saints.
Boondock Saints. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Brandon.
Brandon, rock. Thank you, sir. All right, sorry to back up on the things here.
Okay.
Okay, so this is about the music. So Sneaky Zebra says, "Oh, I know this. They temp scored certain scenes with Tron Legacy, Ragnarok, and Blade Runner.
Yeah.
And the score they got attached to the sound, and the composer did his version. Yeah, that's honestly, I was actually about to say it sounded like a rock thing. Remember Wet Thor?
Yes.
This whole bit about Wet Thor because that's what it felt like, and that's what I feel like that's what they were going for, but they didn't. I feel like that's DC's biggest problem is they don't lock. Versus Marvel,
Agreed.
it's the type of movie we're doing here, and we're doing it like this, and we're staying in one lane. Versus DC is like, oh, people like this, and I like that, and like that, and like that. Let's just amalgam this like monster together.
But also, can I just say that despite like everything that we're talking about right here, I really like the movie.
I know, that's the thing about, that's what I was trying to say earlier, is that like, I had a good time.
I actually like the movie, and I was like, in terms of DC movies, because we also just watched the ending of Justice League last night because there was nothing else on. Which was off. Like I would say like Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I would say exactly. I would say like Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and then like
The rest.
I can't even.
Don't even.
I mean, I still consider I know the Christopher Nolans don't really count in this DCU, but like that's.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
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 I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, this DCU is.
It's Ben Affleck in this DCU, but I like Ben Affleck, but he was sadly. That movie.
Top of the Hello Silent Smile friend. It's just zooming in on Ben Affleck.
I actually really like this movie despite the issues I had with the flute playing and the octopus banging on the drums and
The octopus make like I literally turned around in the theaters like, is anybody else seeing this? Is this really happening? Because okay, no. All right, I'm gonna dive deep, no pun intended, on this whole octopus thing real quick. And I know that you guys have been commenting. Thank you. I'll catch up on those. But here's my issue with the octopus, right? Aquaman is the only one that's been able to communicate with them for like eons, right?
Yes.
So did they just put drums in front of random octopuses and be like, you gonna play when we tell you? Like, is he just always playing that? Like, I love drums! Or
By the
like,
way, I literally leaned over to Marcus when that happened, and I was like, "He's gonna
guys, it's happening!"
legit excited. It's almost gonna happen, guys.
Okay, and also, little things like I thought her jellyfish dress looked gorgeous, but wasn't that stinging the shit out of her the entire time?
Oh no! Not only that, when she walked away, it just floated off of her.
Yeah, she's like,
oh, boop, gone. Yeah. Anyway, okay.
Okay, we'll catch up with your comments.
All right, we got DC is kind of...
No, wait, we gotta go. Yeah, you're
we're
right.
good. DC is kind of possible position. They have to be reactive to Marvel, which owns Bright, Shiny, Fun. Agreed. Yeah, and this is definitely... They're trying not to go dark anymore, like you can tell.
Yeah.
But they're not... They're trying to bring humor into it, so they were like with Batman's quirky lines in Justice League, and now they got, you know...
my man.
Yeah, my man. Yeah, like all that. Like, so they got that going. Like, and you can see where they're trying to do it, which is somewhat wrong. They're making it's like
I know they're so
they're
getting
so close.
so close. Like
So
Wonder
close.
Woman in this, you're almost there. Just find
yeah.
your lane.
Yep.
Like here's the thing too, because like if you and I see what again what you were saying is that they're kind of mixing it together. All right, we're gonna say so true to the comics, and that's what we're gonna do. Oh wait, but Aquaman was already kind of made not like the comics, so we'll just kind of weave him into it. It was just
He's got to do more and talk to fish. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Blonde, he was blonde, short-haired, and kind of dorky looking
well, and
in the comics.
here's the problem that you get also when you bring something super comic booky and colorful into reality, where I had problems with, but why can you talk underwater? And why do lasers work underwater? I want like oh my god, I wanted to yell. I wanted to yell so loud in the theater when the sharks with laser beams attacked the sharks shooting lasers from the tops of their heads. Where was Dr. Evil? It was so good. Okay,
anyway.
Sorry.
Okay.
Michael says if only DC owned the mythic side of their pantheon and went whole hog into it, it would work. Okay, that actually kind of
They need to own it.
that's exactly that turns into like what I was saying is that if you're gonna go comic book, you have to really like be of this universe with you. But when you try to be like this is so real and current and a part of our real life, and you're like no.
Yeah. And I like the way they had a very subtle message of like they're putting trash like into our oceans and they're also killing our fish and hunting them down, and it's not right. It's like it's true.
Yeah, that was correct.
We suck. And
and
that
it wasn't
was
heavy-handed.
accurate. It wasn't heavy-handed.
Yeah.
That's
Like they're a little too hard. Like just back it up. That's why they're afraid of us. Just back it up.
Exactly. But it was all right. Okay. Topo? Uh-oh. By video
Topo?
interrupted.
Oh no. Fine here. Don't insult Topo. Is that the octopus? I'm just kidding.
What were you talking about?
I don't know who Topo is. For doing this. And then what up, Ming Chen? Good to see you, bro.
Okay.
Oh, and
I bet George Lucas looked at that octopus and was like, "Shit, I could have added that in our films." Accurate, man.
Accurate. And then Eric. Brandon says Aquaman with beard in the comics a couple decades ago.
After I said that, I recalled that I was like, I'm thinking like old school Aquaman, but you're right, he was. And not only that, but it was
mixed. They added a little bit more blonde to his hair this time.
sun bleached.
It was sun bleached, guys. It was so long and luxurious.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that he got highlights. It require Aquaman sitting in a salon
for 3 hours with all that hair. Oh my God! Can we please do a bit about that? Can somebody please film that ASAP? Of like
that'd be kind of amazing.
Yes, Topo is the octopus. Brandon, you rock.
Oh my God, yeah. You have to watch the Dave Chappelle animated bit about Aquaman. Hilarious. Oh yeah. Totally have to watch that.
I will totally watch that. 100%. And then Christopher says, I almost thought you were talking about the mermaid. Yeah, we thought so too. We thought we were talking about a Little Mermaid. I kept thinking he was going to switch into it at any moment.
Yeah.
And
we're all caught up, right?
Dave Chappelle. Yeah. Okay. And just still off.
Yeah. I feel like a better editing job could have been done, and I feel like the costuming was poor, and but overall, like
I was entertained.
It was fun. So how many stars would you give this? If you had to rate
it's time. Wait, how many stars? Is it out of 10?
Out of 5.
We're doing 5. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys let us know as well. Wait, let me catch up. There's one more comment. Eric says, yeah, I've noticed DC is going their movies. That can be a good thing as long as they don't try to compete with Marvel. Now the CW DC shows have been killing it.
Check out the Elseworlds.
I
Yes,
know.
I did. I watched it.
I have to catch up.
Elseworlds crossover. I did. And honestly, there was, what were we watching? Oh, we were watching Justice League. And CW show. Yeah,
It did.
Yeah, and Justice League looked like a CW show, and that was
At some point,
pretty
yeah.
poor. Like, where you're just like, these effects are horrible. This looks like it should be on TV, not like in the movie theater. But yeah, the Elseworlds crossover, like that was one of those things we turned on, and because I was so far behind on Flash, Arrow, and Supergirl and all that stuff, and I plowed through Flash, and it was the last Flash, and I saw it was a part 1, and I was like, oh. Then immediately had to watch Supergirl because it was actually very entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is really interesting when like somehow the TV show is doing, like the TV side of things is doing really well. I mean, as we've talked about on our Nerd Rages and on the old Ruse Day Tuesdays, some issues with some of the shows, but still really well done. Honestly, like they're doing better, in my opinion, with the TV shows than Marvel is.
Yeah. Yeah. Right now they're owning TV movies.
Yeah.
You know, that's honestly the truth. And I think
and DC is also doing excellent with their animated movies as well. Like excellent. Like the last Superman movie, I can't remember the full title, but it's, if you haven't seen it, I want to say it released around fall time, late summer. It's very good.
Yeah.
Amazing animation. It felt a little anime. So there's points I'm not like, I'm gonna let that slide because I'm on board for both. But yeah.
All right, and we got to wrap this up.
Okay. Everything under the sea is 30% lame. This is also fact. There's no way to make the under the sea stuff okay. Because I always thought, all right, here's my lore that I know of Atlantis. I always thought that the Atlantis was always under a bubble of like air, and people were like walking around in it. And I know like the comic books is different, but I was just assuming that they would kind of go that route again.
Maybe. I don't know. I think I didn't mind any. I mean, I thought that was accurate. 30% is probably accurate because 70% of it I liked. I did. I thought all the effects were great, like for that. And yeah, the battle was great. Yeah.
The chick did save the day a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm on board.
I didn't mind that either. Yeah.
She was super powerful. Again, I don't know the comic, but I was like, yes, powerful chick.
Princess.
Get it.
Yep. Princess Mira, daughter of Dolph.
Dolph. And then Michael, Death of Superman, thank you.
Yep.
Oh, and
Death of
there's
Superman.
yes.
Yes,
But
yes,
guys,
yes.
thank you so much. The next time we see you, it's going to be the new year.
Yes, that's right, everybody.
Happy New Year.
And thank you again for watching and for giving us 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yes,
and
we love you guys. We love nerding out with you
this
guys.
I think is our 53rd or 54th episode that we've done of this.
Ooh.
So we're just past.
Do a celebration 50th.
We didn't.
What's wrong with us?
We didn't. We might have to just wait and do it for like
60 years?
60.
Eh?
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway,
right.
that's it, guys.
We love you guys.
Yes.
Happy Nerd Year. Huh? See what I did there?
All right, we'll see you
Okay.
next
All right,
Saturday.
see you next time.
All right.